in classwork 2. I think so. First one completed. Am I right?
The first, second completed. Sir. Third half we did still.
Okay, right. Right. Third one, we have done like we got equation a minus b is equal to -1, right? Okay, anyhow, a minus b is equal to -1. Which of the following option will satisfy that condition? If we consider the first value as a, and they asking a comma b value, am I right? A and b. What is, if I consider this is a, this is b, what is a minus b, Emma? Is it equal to -1? Students, is a minus b is equal to -1 or not?
No,
No.
sir.
Second one, no. Third one, -5/2 minus of -3/2. So -2/2, that is equal to -1. Yeah. Third is satisfied. Then what about last one? No. So the answer will be third option. Actually, here itself we can say that the answer. So the following options, the third one is satisfying this condition. Okay, a minus b is equal to -1. So then how can you find a comma b value generally, mathematically? So what I have done in third question, this kind of questions are very, very important, student, remember. For JEE main as well as advanced also. Very important, these kind. What I have done here, I'm taking the given function, I'm applying x tends to 0. Then when we substitute x is equal to 0 directly in given function, we are going to get 0/0 form. So it is undefined. Whenever we get 0/0, infinity/infinity, in these two cases, we should apply the LHospital rule. LHospital. What is the mean by LHospital rule? So we have to differentiate numerator separately, denominator separately, right? So when I consider here two functions are there, first x as u, remaining 1 plus a into cos x as v, then differentiate uv formula, and don't apply your u by v. Separately, numerator separately, denominator separately, you have to differentiate. We are getting like that. After getting also, we are getting that here 1 plus a minus p by 0. Okay, whenever it is by 0, so the value something by 0 will be infinity. So limit of the continuity or differentiability, it should not be infinity, it must be a finite. So that according to the continuity property or limit of a function property, again it should be either 0/0. Okay, it must be 0/0. It should not be infinity. Either it may be 0/0. So I'm equating the numerator to 0. When I taking this numerator value 0, then what will happen here? Again, it is in the form of 0/0. Again, you can differentiate numerator separately, denominator separately. Okay, so this is the one. So I applied again this UV formula, x into your. Okay, I'm going to do now. I'm taking minus a is common. So when I take minus a is common, it's okay. We're differentiating directly now. Okay, minus a is a constant. Am I right? This minus a times of x sin x. X sin x derivative is this is minus a I'm taking outside. UV formula, u sin x derivative cos x, sin x into x derivative is 1. Then after 1 is a constant, derivative 0. A into cos x derivative is a into minus sin x. Minus b is a 0. Okay. Now again what to do here? Okay. Now again when we substitute here in place of, yeah, 1 minute. Okay. Here b sin x, sorry student, here minus b sin x. Minus b sin x will be what? It is a sin x. No one can observe. I don't know why. So sin x derivative will be cos x. Now when I substitute to x value 0, we'll get b alone. Okay, same equation will be same, cannot be changed. Okay, same here then minus b cos x derivative is minus sin x. Because we should get the equation in terms of a comma b should not equal to 0. So b minus b cos x derivative is minus b cos x derivative minus sin x. Now you can substitute your student the value of x0 in place of x0. What will happen here? Minus a times of this totally will be 0. Okay, x cos x. X is 0, sin 0 is 0, right? Now here again minus a times of sin 0 is 0. Okay, otherwise we do one thing. Here we can easily simplify. Easily formula student like sin x by x is I want to apply here. I want to write separately here. Limit x tends to 0. 6. 6 is a constant you can take outside. Limit x tends to 0. X cos x by x plus sin x by x minus a into sin x by x plus b sin x by x. So what do you observe, student, when I here? Now when I write separately 1 by 6 times of limit x tends to 0, since we having property, what is that property? Limit x tends to 0. Sin x by x value is what, student? Anyone? Sin x by x always 1. Am I right? Is it clear? Right. So this sin x by x, this value 1, this value 1, this value is 1. Okay. Now cos 0 is 1. 1 plus 1 minus a plus b. Okay. Here also a. Here also a. A must be. So here a. So this is a. This is a. Right. Okay. Because why this is here minus a will be there. Minus a. If I take minus here, otherwise you can directly take here minus. Minus a minus a minus a plus b. Okay. So is equal to what? Right. This value we got 1 by 6 times of b minus 3a. B minus 3a. This is one of the limit. This is equating to what? Shall I equating to this value is equal to 1? Because it is clearly f is continuous. F is continuous nothing but clearly they given f is continuous at x is equal to 0. So limit x tends to 0 minus f of x should be equal to limit x tends to 0 plus f of x should be equal to f of 0. This f of 0 in the question directly they given 1. So limit value here, this limit value, this is limit value we got as f of 0. So one of the equation we got, what is the equation? A minus b is equal to minus 1. Minus 1 we got. Here actually, here we are not finding any left hand continuity and right hand continuity. Am I right? Simply we are finding limit x tends to 0 f of x, whether you observe or not. So here no need to take here left hand derivative and right hand derivative. Simply you can take limit x tends to 0 f of x. So limit x tends to 0 here we got as 1 by 6 times of b minus 3a is equal to f of 0 value already given. What is f of 0 at x is equal to 0? 1. This is equal to 1. We f of 0, 1. This value is this. Equating, so b minus 3a is equal to 6. And here a minus b is equal to minus 1. Now all of you solve these two equations. Okay, these two equations, it cancel here. Here minus 3a plus minus 2a is equal to 5. Then a is equal to minus 5 by 2. Is that clear, students? We got a is equal to minus 5 by 2. Substitute a value here, b is equal to, surely we will get minus 3 by 2. All of you check it. See, clearly I simplified here. Finally, we got a is equal to minus 3 by 2, minus 5 by 2, b is equal to minus 3 by 2. Like that. This kind of question, when we get something by 0, numerator equating to 0 compulsory. When we get one equation, you can continue the procedure like L'Hospital rule. So finally we got this. So the answer will be like this. So there is no another method to do this. This is the only method to do like this, right? Say after getting the first equation itself, it is enough in this question, because in the following options only third option is satisfying that equation. You can stop there. No need to do the no need to continue that. Third option is correct. These students, in the question, whenever they given, it is continuous. It is continuous. They already given continuous means you must be use the first formula or second formula. See here, easier we can apply the first formula or second formula. See, if they given clearly it is continuous at x is equal to 0. Continuous at x is equal to 0 means here lesser than condition is there, greater than is there. Lesser than, greater than. Whenever you are having lesser than, greater than, I clearly told you in NCERT problems, use second formula. So limit x tends to 0 minus f of x is equal to limit x tends to 0 plus f of x. Student, can you tell me here what is the function x tends to 0 minus? 0 minus in the sense, you know, x lesser than 0. 0 plus means x greater than 0 condition. Right, what is the function, student? In this case, function value lesser than 0, a square cos square plus b square sin square x. Yeah, this is the function, but when limit x tends to 0 plus is x greater than 0 condition, e to the power of ax plus b. Yeah, and what I'm taking here, I'm taking left hand limit and the right hand limit equal because clearly they given it is continuous. Okay, now substitute in place of x directly 0. Can I substitute directly here? Is that possible, students? Because if you're not getting infinity, okay, it is possible. Easier we getting any infinity if I substitute in place of x 0. Yes, substitute here. A square cos square 0, cos square 0, cos square 0 value is clearly 1 plus b square into sin square 0. Okay, is equal to e to the power of a into 0 plus b. See here, cos 0 is 1, cos square also 1, so a square into 1, b square into sin value is 0. So this is equal to e to the power of b, 0 plus b, b. So which implies a square is equal to here 0 plus b. Okay, a square is equal to e to the power of b we got. Now, according to the option, what are the options they given here? Okay, options they given in terms of log. Log. So what to do here? I want to take log on both sides. So log a square is equal to log e to the power of b. Now it is in the form of log a power m. It can be written as m log a is equal to b log e. Anyone can say that what is log e value? It's log e value. Log E value always. Yes. Forget it. I hope that everyone is knows that value. Log E. Log E nothing but base always E. It is always 1. Log E value is 1. So finally we got B is equal to 2 times of log E. First option is correct. Okay. Clear, students? I'm substituted directly 0 here. 0 here 0. Here 0 I'm equating both because here it is continuous. So take log on both sides, directly will get the answer. Next. See, questions looking like it is difficult. Okay, like a question looking like difficult, but the answer will be very easy. Here also clearly they given equal to 0. Now substitute directly 0 in place of x. 0, 0. Okay, 0, 0, 0. Equating these two. Are equating these two, no problem. Why don't you equating these two? We can equating. No, LHC equal to RHC is equal to like that. So what is the value we are going to get? So if I equating these two, no, directly 0, 0. So C by 1, C by 1 is equal to 0. So C is equal to, we are getting 0. So, but they did not give. C is equal to 0 is one of the option, one of the correct answer. Okay, this kind of question they'll give in advanced level, multiple correct answers. So C is equal to 0, one of the answer, but there is no 0 option in given options. So some other answer also there. Let's see. So when I equating these two, we are not getting given option. So I want to equating these two. Lesser than, greater than. Nothing but lesser than means find left hand continuity. Greater than means find right hand continuity. Okay, then after finding that, you have to equating that. Okay, first left hand continuity I need to find. Okay, can anyone tell that what is the function when limit extends to 0 minus f of x? 0 minus means x lesser than 0, student. Lesser than 0, what is the function value? Function value is what? 3 by x square into sine of 2x square. Shall I write this value as 2 by x square? So 2 times of sine of 2x square, or 3 by x square. This is 3 by x square here. Shall I do like that? See here, limit extends to 0 here. 3 is a constant, you should write outside. 3. Remaining value is sine of 2x square. There is a formula. There is a formula. What is the formula? Since we know that limit extends to 0, sine ax by ax alone it is equal to 1. So whatever the x coefficient is there here, ax, denominator also must be ax. But here 2x square is there, denominator only x square is there. Student, it is simple, very simple. They given indirectly is the standard form. I want to do here, x square is there already. I want to multiply and dividing with 2. Understood? This only x square they given. X square, like this they given. I want to multiply and dividing with 2. Now what do you observe this? What about this? Limit of this value clearly 1. Limit extends to 0. Sine of 2x square by 2x square. Actually, whatever the coefficient, the sine of whatever is there, that value tends to 0 actually. See, here I can write directly x tends to 0 can be written as 2x square tends to 0. Is that right? X tends to 0. X square also tends to 0. Square means 0. Multiply 2. 2x square tends to also 2 into 0, that is 0. Like that. So limit 2x square tends to 0. Sine of 2x square by this 2x square is clearly 1. So 3 into 1 into 2, that is equal to 6. This is LHC, left hand continuity. In the same way right hand continuity, that is limit extends to 0 plus f of x limit extends to 0 plus, what is f of x where x greater than 0? Here, x square plus 2x plus c by 1 minus 3x square, right students? Now substitute in place of x 0 directly, 0 plus c by 1 minus 0, that is nothing but c by 1, that is equal to c. C value is what? C value is what? Clearly 6, because you know here it is clearly continuous. Given function is continuous, so I want to equating LHC equal to RHC. LHC equal to RHC. LHC value is 6, RHC value is C. Equating these two, so C is equal to 6. That's all. That's all. Find left hand continuity separate, right hand continuity. Both equate. We'll get the C value. We got the C value. Right, students. Next, okay, is it clear? Simple question, fifth one. Right, sixth one alone, some logical question here. It's better to will do later this sixth one. If you want understood, it is a logical question. We'll do later after doing all the problems. Here I think so. -1 +1. They're asking the discontinuity, not continuity here. Remember, students, discontinuity. Discontinuity means one is -1, one is +1. So your sign will be there, cos will be there. So it will be opposite. In which quadrant it will be opposite sign? Anyone? Sign is positive in second quadrant. Sign is positive. Cos is negative in second quadrant. In fourth quadrant, sign is negative, cos is positive. Like that, we need to get opposite sign. Okay, this question I can explain you. Already x is equal to 0 alone, it is 0. When I substitute this 3 pi by 4 student in the g of x, what is the answer? Can you tell me? 3 pi by 4, because second quadrant is 3 pi by 4 only, second quadrant. Pi by 4 is first quadrant. First quadrant means pi by 4, 45 means sin 45 cos 45 it is. 1 by root 2 plus 1 by root 2. We are going to get root 2. No, never. But 3 pi by 4. 3 pi by 4 is second quadrant. Sin 3 pi by 4 is 1 by root 2 plus cos 3 pi by 4 minus 1 by root 2. That is equal to 0. Already x is equal to 0. The value is given 0. And some other value also it is they given 0. At only x is equal to 0 alone, we required the function value is 0. Student, observe here. At only x is equal to 0 alone, it should be 0. It should be 0. But when I take x is equal to 3 pi by 4 also, 3 pi by 4 also, the function value we are getting 0 or not? Is it right, friends? 3 pi by 4, it is 0. Then if 5 pi by 4, what will happen? 5 pi by 4, when you substitute 5 pi by 4, sin pi by 4 means it is 225. Third quadrant, sin is negative, minus 1 by root 2, minus 1 by root 2. It should not equal to 0. Okay, fine. Then next, 7 pi by 4 is fourth quadrant. Fourth quadrant is sin is negative, minus 1 by root 2. Plus cos is positive, plus 1 by root 2. So here not only 3 pi by 4, 7 pi by 4 also the function value becomes 0. It is contradiction that at the function is 0 at only x is equal to 0. For distinct values also we are getting 0. We are getting 0. So the correct answer is fourth option. Both the values we are getting the g of x becomes 0. But they given that at x is equal to 0 alone it should be 0. They given, which is contradiction to that the function value is 0 at even 5 pi by 4, 3 pi by 4 and 7 pi by 4. This is the logic is there. That's the reason I said that we'll do later. Okay, simple way. Anyhow, once again I'll see that this is the only method, like substituting some values. For that it should not be equal to 0. Right, okay student, next continuity of some special types of function. Special type of functions. Okay, in this question, what to do? Simple amount. F of x is continuous function. Okay, function a real values of x which satisfy like that. Okay, fine. What is f of x then? They are asking f of root 3. F of root 3, okay. To find f of root 3, we should know the function value, no? We must be know the function value. How can you find the function value? This f of x first you can take common. Only the term f of x you can keep it left side. Remaining terms like remaining functions you can take it other side. F of x terms alone you can keep it left side. Remaining all values you can take into right side. Then we'll get f of x. After getting f of x, substitute root 3. That's all. Okay, students. Now, what is the function x square? Can anyone tell that what is f of x? Question number 7. X square plus x into f of x plus multiply with x, not plus minus. Minus 2x minus 2x I multiply plus 2 root 3 minus 3 minus 3 minus root 3 into f of x is equal to 0. Understood? This is f of x. This is f of x. Okay, right. Now f of x terms alone you can keep it left side, so that is x minus root 3 we are getting into f of x. Take all the values right side, then minus x square plus 2x plus 3 minus 2 root 3. But we required only f of x value. Further take minus common, x square minus 2x minus 3 plus 2 root 3. All divided by here x minus root 3. I want to take minus common, root 3 minus x root 5. Am I right? Student, they asking f of root 3. F of root 3 value. What is f of root 3 amount? Anyone can say that answer. When I substitute root 3 in denominator becomes 0. What is the numerator when I substitute root 3? Anyone? Do you understood?
0, sir.
0. So finally what we got? 0 by 0. 0 by 0. Then f of root 3 is we are getting 0 by 0. Then how can you find f of root 3 value? Generally we cannot find. Generally we are getting undefined value. So that with the help of the limit, this is the reason whenever we get the undefined values, we must use the limit concept. So limit root 3 tends to, oh sorry, not root 3 tends to 0. In place of x we are substituting root 3, no. X tends to root 3. X tends to root 3. Now the function is x square minus 2x minus 3 plus 2 root 3 by root 3 minus x. Right? So now here also if we substitute in place of x root 3, we are getting 0 by 0. Whenever we are getting 0 by 0, we know that very clearly we can apply L'Hospital rule. Differentiate numerator separately, denominator. Okay, that's all. Limit extends to root 3. Yeah, x square derivative is 2x minus 2x derivative is 2 minus 3 0 0 because constants. Root 3 is 0 minus 1. So what about this limit extends to root 3? Now remaining value is 2x minus 2 by minus 1. Now substitute the value here. So 2 root 3 minus 2 by minus 1. This can be written as 2 minus 2 root 3. Is there any option 2 minus 2 root 3? Oh, they have taken like 2 times of 2 taken common. 2 times of 1 minus root 3. Any option? Yes, students?
Fourth option.
Yeah, fourth option is right. So what I have done here, first I found that function f of x value. So when I substitute root 3, we are getting 0 by 0. So I'm taking the limit x tends to root 3. Then I applied L'Hospital law. Therefore, with the help of L'Hospital law. All of you once look at the next problem. Yes. Next, eighth one. See again here, it be a continuous function on R. On R, nothing but it is applicable for every real number. You can take minus infinity to plus infinity, the x-axis. There exists the function. It is continuous. Nothing but continuous everywhere, everywhere. Then what is the value of f of 0? That's all. It is like a also a simple question. F of, what's the question they given? F of 1 by 4n. Don't think that it is difficult. They given like in terms of n. So sine e power n. Shall I write here e power minus n square is there? Shall I write denominator e power n square? Yes, we can write. Then plus n square by n square plus 1. 1 plus n square plus 1. Student, see here, what is the question they are asking? Anyone, what is the question they are asking? F of 0. F of 0. So 1 by 4n tends to 0. So in place of 1 by 4n, replace 0. So 1 by 4n must be becomes 0, then only will get f of 0. So f of 0 nothing but f of 0 nothing but comparing this. So whatever the n value must be, means 1 by 4n must be 0. Then only we are getting f of 0. So 1 by 0 is equal to, okay, we required only n value. So 4 into 0 is, I cross multiply. 0 I am taking into denominator, n I am cross multiply, we are getting like this. So 1 by 0. So n is equal to 1 by 4 into 0, 0. Nothing but n is equal to infinity. Whenever n tends to, when n is approaching to infinity, the 1 by 4n approaching to 0. Yes or no? After t n value infinity only, no? Right, we got finally n becomes to g infinity. So to do that, f of 0 shall I write here like this? See student, that's enough. F of 0 shall I write like this? Limit n tends to infinity, f of 1 by 4n. When n really becomes infinity, f of 1 by 4n, obviously it is 0. Okay, 1 by infinity, something by infinity, 0. 1 by 4 into infinity, 1 by infinity. 1 by infinity always 0. So what is f of n tends to infinity? F of 1 by 4n value, sine. Shall I write like this, student? Here, I wanna like this. Look at here. Sine e power n e power n square. E power n square. How shall we write that e power n square? I want to multiply and dividing with our e power n. By e power n square is there. Okay. Plus, here n square I want to take common in denominator. N square 1 plus 1 by n square. Let's close the bracket. Okay. Right. All of you simplify this. Actually, yes.
Sir, in numerator another e power n should come, sir.
Okay, see here, student, I want to tell you something. Instead of writing all this, I'll tell you some logical. So here, clearly e power n square is there. Am I right? E power n square. So whenever if you substitute n tends to infinity, I will tell you some easy method. Okay, e power. What is e power infinity? E power infinity, all of you. When I substitute here infinity, all of you say substitute here infinity. Otherwise, directly I will tell you. This is equal to like sine e to the power of infinity by e to the power of infinity square. Plus here n square get cancelled. Am I right? Get cancelled. In remaining value substitute. So 1 by 1 plus 1 by infinity square. Okay, left side value is f of 0, right side value is, okay ma, your sin x value lies between from where to where? Sin x always lies between 1 to minus 1. Am I right? Least value is minus 1, highest value is plus 1. Okay, is it clear? So sin of, okay, sin x is, then what about sin e power infinity is what, student? Anyone? E power infinity. Since e power infinity, always remember that infinity. So what about sine infinity, students? Okay, sine of e power infinity is there. It can be written as sine of infinity by e power infinity is infinity plus 1 by 1 plus 1 by infinity square is 0. What is my question is, sin x is belongs to minus 1 to lies between minus 1 to 1. Here x is belongs to what? For every x belongs to real number. Am I right? Okay, what is sine infinity, student? Is sine infinity also? Did you get my point? Sin x from minus 1 to plus 1. What about sine infinity also? Minus 1 to plus 1 alone. You can take either finite or infinity. Any value you can take. Sign of that value must be lies between maximum value is plus 1, minimum value is minus 1. Okay, anyhow, we don't know exact value of sine infinity. It may be 0 or it should not be 0. It may be like anyhow, it may be 0 also. No problem, you can take 0. It may be 1 by root 2 or root 3 by 2 or 1 by 2 or 1 something. But it should not cross 1. More than 1, it is not a lesser than minus 1. So from that, can you tell me what is by this by infinity? Then what about that infinity? Minus, for example, minus 1 by infinity, sine infinity by infinity, 1 by infinity. Is it becomes 0 or not? Anything by 0? For example, k by infinity I am taking. K by infinity. Anything by infinity is what? K is a finite value. K is a finite. What about this k by infinity? Anyone? Maybe 1 by infinity or something. Finite value by infinity is what?
0.
0. It may be minus 1 by infinity or plus 1 by infinity or 1 by 2 by infinity. Whatever you can take, it will become 0. So finally the first value becomes 0. Okay, this value is, so f of 0 is equal to 0 plus 1 by 1. That is nothing but 1. What? F of 0 value is clearly it is 1. Understood? Simple. I'm taking like n tends to infinity, then sine infinity by we are going to get infinity. That value clearly 0, always 0 it is. So I'm taking n square and don't substitute directly without taking n square. If you substitute directly, what will happen here? Infinity square by infinity square plus 1 means infinity by infinity, undefined. So n square take common in numerator and denominator, then cancel it. Then now only you can substitute n tends to infinity. That's all. This is one. Clear, students? The answer is first option. Again, this question is a logical question. Just 2 minutes, I can complete the question. Complete. See, okay, clearly they given it is continuous. Again, they given continuous. Continuous in the sense, here only I'll explain you. Limit extends to 1 plus f of x should be equal to limit extends to 1 minus f of x. Nothing but what? Nothing but left hand continuity should be equal to right hand continuity. First I'm taking right hand continuity. Okay, right hand continuity nothing but 1 plus. All of you substitute the function value. Limit extends to 1 plus a into x plus 1 plus b into x minus 1. Okay, first I want to find this value. Anyone can say that, anyone, what is this a of greatest integer of 1 plus? Greatest integer of 1 plus is what? Substitute in,
2.
exactly, substitute in place of x 1 plus. What will happen? 1 plus 1 plus 1, a into 1 plus 1, b into 1 plus minus 1. Nothing but 1 plus 1 means 2 plus. Okay, this is a into 2 plus b into 0 plus. Okay, student, what is the greatest integer of 2 plus? 2 plus means more than 2, that is 2.1, 2.2, 2. This is 2. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, 0 plus means
0.
nothing but what about this value? Clearly a in, like a into 2, that is 2a plus 0. Okay, this is right hand limit. Then what about the left hand limit? Yeah, limit extends to 1 minus, that is a into, okay, I want to substitute here directly. 1 minus plus 1 plus b into 1 minus minus 1. Yeah, 1 minus plus 1 lesser than 1.
1 alone, sir.
Is it 1?
Minus 1.
Is it minus 1?
The greatest integer is 1.
Okay, 1 lesser than. 1 lesser than means you should take lesser than 1 means 0.5 you can take. Plus 1. Nothing but we are going to get 1.5. Nothing but what? 1. Exactly, it is 1. Good. 1 plus 1 minus. 1 minus means not minus 1. Lesser than 1. Lesser than 1 means the value may be like maybe like 0.999 like this or 0.5, but it should not be lesser than 0. It should not be lesser than 0. Okay, if you draw the real line also, you will get idea. So see here, they are asking at 1. This is exactly 1. This is 1 minus. This is 1 plus. 1 plus means more than 1. 1 minus means lesser than 1, more than 0. So a into 1 plus b into, what about this student?
Minus 1.
Yeah, like you can take
Minus
same
1.
minus 1. It's same like you can take 0.5. Let 0.5 minus 1 means we are going to get minus 0.5. Minus 0.5 nothing but minus 1. That's all. So anyhow, we are getting right. What is the equation then? This is equal to a minus b. Okay. So right hand limit we got 2a. Left hand we got a minus b. Why don't you equating these two? Because it is clearly continuous at x is equal to 1. So 2a is equal to 2a is equal to a minus b. Answer is
A plus B is equal to 0.
third option. Wonderful. Okay, take all these values left side. So 2a minus a is a plus b. So very simple. Find the left hand limit, left hand continuity, right hand continuity at 1, and you can equating both. So just think logically. 1 plus means more than 1. what is that value, like that. So it's completely logical question. It's no need to simplify, no need to write the formulas and all. Okay, that's all. We got third option is correct.